Y'all, this next young lady I'm bringing up to the stage, you have heard her on Sirius XM radio. She's been on BuzzFeed. Netflix is a joke. BET. Ladies and gentlemen, coming to the stage right now is my good friend. Start clapping right now. Start clapping right now. Start clapping right now. Give it up for your headliner, Eva Evans.
Here. Hey, thank y'all for coming. Oh my gosh, y'all. I'm headlining for the 20th New York Comedy Festival. This is crazy. This is crazy. Thank y'all. Oh my God. So, and this is my show, Mascara and Spliffs. So I know a couple of y'all been to Mascara and Spliffs for years, and then some of y'all are newcomers. So Mascara and Spliffs is a show that I started in 2019 because I just had a hard time getting on stages. So to go from starting my own show, because I couldn't get on stage, to the New York Comedy Festival accepting it into their festival is a big deal. Thank you. Thank you, y'all. Yeah, Mascara and Spliffs is my baby. So when I was thinking of names for my show, I'm like, what can I name my show? I was trying to think of two things that I love. Right, I'm like, I love makeup and I love weed. Hence Mascara and Spliffs. It was either that or Big Dick and Curry Goat. And I felt like Mascara and Spliffs was a little bit more marketable. I feel like it was more marketable. So I went with that. I went with that. Yes, y'all. Oh my God, we have a mixed crowd. Some people I've never seen before, so thank you to the strangers for supporting. Thank y'all. It's so crazy because like I had aunts and uncles and cousins and friends that couldn't get tickets. Like, oh, we try to buy tickets today. I'm like, you can't wait. You know what I'm saying? Like, word. Like, you just, a bitch is popping now. You know what I mean? Oh man. I'm not gonna point them out, but so I work in foster care now. I work in foster care during my day job. So a couple of foster mothers are here. I'm not gonna point you out, but thank you for coming. Thank you for your service to the children. Thank you for supporting my comedy. Before my foster care job, I worked at a homeless shelter in East New York, Brooklyn. Yeah, East New York, I don't know if y'all know, it's a third world country not too far from here. Not too far. So I worked at a homeless shelter there. It wasn't a regular homeless shelter though. It was a homeless shelter for severely mentally ill women. Yeah, so these women they were like, they heavily medicated, just, you know, they were in bad shape. And the craziest part about working there is all the bitches had a man. Yeah, all the bitches had a man. When I clocked in, I was a single bitch. And they called me that too. They go, the single bitch here. I wasn't the bitch with that don't hear voices. I wasn't the bitch who's not on medication. The bitch who got a roof over her head. I was a bitch with no man. Isn't that wild? They looked down on me. And they weren't dating other homeless men. Like niggas pull up in BMWs. I'm like, what? Shit was wild. Yeah, well, crazy bitches got a crazy good pussy, right? That's what I am. All right, that's why when I meet, right. That's why, like, when I meet guys and they're like, oh, how are you single? You must be crazy. I'm like, nigga, I wish. I'd have been someone's wife by now. Are you kidding me? Niggas love a crazy bitch. Look at table 27. Love a crazy bitch. Oh, man. And you know what's so crazy? There was this one girl that lived at the shelter. I'll never forget her. Because she was schizophrenic. And she had 3 boyfriends. Yeah, and 2 of them niggas was real. 2 of them niggas was real. 2 of them niggas was real. But she spent most of her time with the imaginary one. I'm like, bitch, what do you see in him? Dum-dum. I wish I had some drums. Some drums would have really sold that joke. Oh, man, y'all. But I'm about to hit 9 years in stand-up December 7th. Makes 9 years. Thank you. Thank you. So I'm going to celebrate my 9-year anniversary. I'm also looking forward to celebrating Thanksgiving. Because that's the only holiday I fuck with. I don't do Christmas. I don't do Valentine's. I don't do none of them shits. It's just too much stress. You know what I'm saying? If I love you, your birthday is a big deal to me. Yeah, if I love you, I'm gonna celebrate your birthday, and then that's it. And then we're gonna eat together. Yeah, that's it. If you don't have a birthday, you're assed out, because you're not getting shit from me. Yeah, I just don't do Christmas. Thanksgiving is one of my favorite holidays because I love to eat. I love to eat. It's interesting because it's like, I just wish my family wasn't there every year. I'm like, who the fuck keep telling these niggas about Thanksgiving? Why they keep... Real shit, right? It would be just a better holiday if they weren't invited every year. Yeah, first of all, Thanksgiving is a time when you bring your significant other to dinner. And my family, they be trying to figure out what's going on? Why you not dating nobody? I have an uncle who asks, he wonders if I'm gay, but he doesn't have the courage to just come out and... First of all, Jamaicans, I'm Jamaican. Right, yes. Yes, Jamaicans talking, sir. They don't just come in and ask a question when they want to know. They beat around the bush. So my Uncle Tony, he saw me one year. He's like, Eva, let me ask you a question. Let me ask you a question. You ever taste the rainbow? I'm like, Uncle Tony, you asked me for Skittles or do I eat pussy? I'm not following. The fuck kind of question is that? And it's crazy because I have a cousin, Andrew, who's actually gay. And he came out and no one said anything. No one acknowledged it. Andrew has come out, Andrew comes out every Tuesday. Because niggas just do not acknowledge it. So I'm like, every year they're trying to figure out if I'm gay. I'm like, does no one see Andrew sucking dick by the turkey? Y'all don't see that. Y'all worry about what I got going on. Nobody see Andrew deep throwing by the cranberry sauce. No one saw that? Okay. Just so focused on what Eva got going on, heard you. Heard you. Family is interesting. Because it's like you just get dropped on planet Earth with these strangers and you just... I'm like, who are these people? I don't know. I love my mom, though. Yeah, my mom's cool peoples. Yeah, she in the back. Yeah. Yeah, shout out to mommy. Hey. Yes, y'all. My mother is a character. Growing up with a Jamaican mom is not for the weak. It's really not. Ma, you should really help me with my therapy, because I feel like you should throw a couple dollars and help me out. Nah, because you know what it is? Well, first of all, anybody first generation, from anywhere? Your parents are from anywhere? Okay. Yeah, so where y'all from? Where your family from? Jamaica, Korea? Guyana? Yeah, so first generation kids, man. First of all, American children are very materialistic. Especially black American children. If you're not dressed in the latest shit to go to public school, they will make your life a fucking hell. For no reason. It's so crazy because, Jordans are such a big deal. You saw how my host was like, those Jordans? Ah, you good. You know what I'm saying? Jordans are such a big deal in the black community. It's it's Jordans and then Black Lives Matter. Because if you don't have Jordans, nigga, you could die. No one gives a fuck. It's crazy how materialistic these black kids are. I did not have Jordans until I was grown enough to get a job and buy my own motherfucking Jordans. You know what I'm saying? And them kids made my life a living fucking hell over that shit. My mother sent me to school in Skechers, y'all. Yeah, because I got shoes. What do you mean? I got shoes. Skechers. White kids can go to school wearing anything. No one gives a fuck what's on his feet. Right? White kids can go to school wearing whatever. As long as they don't come with a gun, everyone's happy. Right? It's gonna get dark. Strap in, y'all. It's gonna get dark. Yeah, man. White kids, it's crazy. So I I wanted the Jordans so bad, and I asked my mom for them. I said, Ma, can I get these sneakers? She said, okay, how much for them? I said, 250. I didn't even get through the 50 part. 200 US? 200 US? I said, do you have another currency laying around? What? Yeah, US. What are you fucking talking about? Right, you must be mad. Because based off of that, I'm like, I'm not getting these fucking sneakers. Forget it. Forget the sneakers. I'm like, I'm just gonna suffer with the sketches. But then one day, my mother comes home with the sneakers I asked for. Right? I'm like, oh ma. I'm like, wait, hold the fuck up. I'm like, where you got these sneakers from? Don't worry yourself, I have a link. Me have a link. Don't worry yourself. Let me tell you something, y'all. Never trust a Jamaican with a link. You're better off without the shit. Okay? Long story short, of course the Jordans ended up being fake. The only thing that's worse than going to school with no Jordans? Fake Jordans, son. That's a suicide mission. That was the worst day of my fucking life. The worst day of my life. I came home barefoot. I'm like, I'm not going through this shit. I threw them shits out in gym. I'm like, yeah, I'm not doing this. I'm not doing this. That's why I don't let my mother, I have a 7-year-old nephew. I do not allow my mother to go sneaker shopping for him. Because she'll fuck around and buy him the Michael B. Jordans. Okay, my nephew's not wearing the Wakanda 12s over my dead body. Real shit. School lunch was another fun time. They made fun of me because of that too, because it's like, my mother would cook, and then the leftovers would be lunch for the next day. Which now as an adult, I appreciate that. Are you kidding me? Going to the office when my mother's cooking is a dream. Right. When you're in elementary school, 2nd, 3rd grade, you want to just fit in. It's embarrassing, you know what I mean? You're at the cafeteria. Right, you're at the cafeteria table, your friend got a salami sandwich. Your other friend got fucking peanut butter and jelly. I open my lunchbox, I have a whole red snapper with the head still attached. Curry chicken fruit and white rice. Stew cold food. I'm like, are there any feet you couldn't pack in this fucking lunchbox? You know how embarrassing it is? Because it's like, when you go to school on Wednesday with a fish head and Thursday you have chicken feet, by Friday you have no friends. Everyone thinks you do voodoo. Everyone thinks you do voodoo. It's embarrassing. So I told my mom, I'm like, Ma, can I have a regular lunch, please? Of course she got offended. She said, oh, you mean regular? What do you mean by regular lunch? A good food, I'm sending you to school with. I'm like, yeah, but something that doesn't stare at me and my friends. Let's start there. That's a good start, right? But this is the thing. Everything I asked for, we didn't have in the house. I basically grew up in a Jamaican restaurant. You ever go to a Jamaican restaurant? They never have shit that's on the menu? I went to Jerk Chicken Hut in the Bronx. Not a jerk chicken in sight. Not a jerk. The winner of that. I'm like, you don't have jerk chicken at Jerk Chicken Hut? Winner of it. I'm like, damn, I should really consider a name change. That's false advertising, for real. Everything I asked my mom for, we didn't have at like a Jamaican restaurant. I'm like, Mom, can I have a salami sandwich? Winner of that. I'm like, all right, how about a peanut butter and jelly sandwich? Winner of that. See how there? Winner of that. I'm like, damn, I wish I had a dad. Winner of that. Winner of that. My father was from the Bronx. That should have been a red flag to you. I don't know why I don't know what she was doing. Fuck with the Bronx, nigga. He was from anybody from the Bronx? Yeah, he was from 241st and White Plains. You already know that's nothing but problem. Nothing but problem. Oh my God, my father, it just hit 2 years since he passed. Yeah, but you know what it was? He didn't come back into my life until I was 11. So there was a very large gap. By the time he came, I was on my period. I didn't, no, for real. I really didn't have time for his shit. I was so over him. I was PMSing. I got my period pretty young. I was over him. Yeah. But it's crazy. So and then I didn't speak to him for the last 10 years of his life. I didn't speak to him because he was just not somebody who I wanted to be around. So when he died, it was weird because it's like, how do you grieve someone you ain't really fuck with? Who wasn't really there for you? So it put me in a weird space, right? What made it even more weird is while I'm trying to figure out how to grieve him, so the hospital had released him to the incorrect funeral home. Mom, do you remember? So there was a time. Yeah, so he didn't go to the funeral home that he was supposed to go to. He ended up in Poughkeepsie somehow, upstate New York. I don't know how. So there was the executor of his will was like, hey, we don't know who your dad is. And my family was freaking out. You know what I mean? And I'm just like, okay. I was the only one that was calm. I'm like, well, when he was alive, we didn't know what a nigga was at either. So I feel like it was very on brand for him. Right? He was a Bronx nigga to the end. My father was the first nigga to ghost his funeral. He said, who all gonna be there? Who gonna be there? Shit is wild, man. I don't know. I'm in desperate need of therapy. I don't know if you guys picked up on that. I don't know if you guys picked up on that. I just feel like, I don't know. My childhood was such a, it was interesting because when I was in therapy, I talked about my childhood a lot. Because that's where all the trauma, for all of us, not just me, for all of us, right? Well, you are, except for her who had the perfect childhood. But majority of people, a lot of people have childhood trauma that they carry on into their adulthood, trying to figure out. So one of the things that my therapist said to me early on, she's like, because I talked about the Jordans a lot. Yeah, we spent months on the Jordans. Exactly. She's like, Eva, I feel like there's more pressing issues I feel like we should really move on from, right. She's like, didn't you witness someone get shot to death right in front of your house when you were only 4 in Jamaica? I'm like, yeah, but even that nigga had on real Jordans when he got shot. So it's full circle. It still goes back to the Jordans. You feel me? He had on real Jordans when he got shot. You feel me? I don't know, man. So Nickelodeon was a big part of my childhood. Where the 90s babies at? 90s babies? Okay. So, because there's different groups of kids. There was the Disney kids who are weirdos. Are you guys, any Disney kids in here? Okay, and that makes sense. I got the Disney vibe. Then there was the Cartoon Network kids who you didn't want to fuck with. That makes so much sense. That makes so much sense that you're a fucking Cartoon Network kid. And then when we couldn't steal cable, we stole it, and I was a Nickelodeon kid. That's what, Nickelodeon. First of all, the 90s was wild. And I didn't know how wild it was. Now, everyone's getting arrested. While we were learning our ABCs, apparently everyone was getting raped. Right. I'm not making it, right? The 90s, everyone, I'm like, word? That's wild. I had no idea what the fuck was going on. I don't know. So, let me tell y'all. So, did y'all watch The Quiet on Set documentary? Well, docuseries. Okay, so it's a docuseries about how the Nickelodeon producers, they was doing some wild shit to the kids. Yeah, had no idea until last year. Oh my God. So, first of all, it's episodic. It's on. Well, you'll figure out later, sis. We'll get through this joke, and then you can Google where the fuck it's at. But yeah, so The first episode is about, well, it was the black kids. They interviewed the black kids. And the black kids were like, yeah, the Nickelodeon producers were super racist. They didn't buy us any birthday cakes. We were not allowed to celebrate our birthdays. I'm like, what? This is crazy. So I turned the shit off. I'm not watching this. Then my homegirl called me and she's like, Eva, did you finish the docuseries, Quiet on Set? I said, I watched the first episode. I'm not watching no more of that shit. She's like, no, keep watching, it gets worse. I'm like, worse than black kids not having Red Velvet? Are you kidding me? That's not possible. That's not possible. There's no way. And then I'm like, fuck it, let me watch. And then the second episode was homeboy Drake from Drake and Josh. I remember him. Oh my God, his episode was so heartbreaking, y'all. Oh my God. So I was very proud of him because it's not, men don't come forward about sexual abuse at all, especially if it involves another man. They don't come forward. So I was very proud of him. So he was just saying how like, from the age of like 13 through like 16, his formative years, the main producer was just violently like violating him sexually. And it fucked me up for a lot of reasons. The main reason that it fucked me up is never in my life did I ever feel more bad for a straight white man than I did for the black kids. And it turned my whole world upside down. I'm like, wait, do all lives matter? Is that what they meant by all lives? Oh my God, it fucked me up. I started to justify white people shit. I'm like, maybe raisins do belong in potato salad. Maybe I've been too rash. Maybe washcloths aren't necessary to wash your ass. Maybe. I'm wildin'? Hey, my bad. Alright. And you know what's so crazy? Because when the producer, all right, so he got locked up, right? And he did 2 years. So, which is wild, because I have cousins doing way more time for drugs that niggas wanted. You know what I'm saying? Wild. So it was just so crazy to me that he only got 2 years. And then when he got out, Disney hired him. Isn't that crazy? I'm like, only in Hollywood can that happen, y'all. Only in Hollywood. Like, when my boy, what's his name, Jared from Subway, when he got caught up in that shit, Jersey Mike's wasn't hiring this nigga. I'm like, only in America does a sandwich have more protection than the youth. You know what I mean? Shit is so sad. But anyway, but if Nickelodeon calls me, I ain't gonna take that call. I'm not gonna hold you. I'm not gonna hold you. They call me, I'm working for these niggas. I'm not. Let these niggas try to rape me. Let them try. Oh man, y'all. My childhood was nuts. It was nuts. Oh, so there's some people from my high school. You know what I was thinking about the other day? First of all, get off your phone. Do not play with me. Do you remember the whole list in high school? Do you remember the whole list? You remember that shit? Okay, good. Come on, bring it up, bitch. Okay, so in high school, we had this list of hoes. I don't know how else to put it, right? Did y'all also have hoes at your school? And there was a list made? Oh, look how organized we were. We were so organized. So it was really bad because it's like, I don't know, because it's like, when I saw the list, first of all, it went around, because we graduated in 2009, so this is before like Instagram viral. So it went around, like people's parents got a copy. It was right, it was crazy. It was crazy. And I just remember thinking like, I was looking at the list. I'm like, this is, like what asshole kid made this? You know what I'm saying? Because I'm like, these are women, we're like 16, 17, 18, like it's juniors to seniors. We're becoming women, we're learning our bodies, our sexuality, we're exploring. And these little fucking knucklehead boys are making a list to exploit that. You know what I'm saying? And the worst part about it is I didn't even make honorable mention. You know what I'm saying? Like I didn't even, our bitch was not listed at all. Like, do you know how much, do you know how much of a loser you had to have been that you was sucking dick all 4 years and no one noticed? No one noticed. No one noticed. That's wild. I'm like, word? Like, niggas even nominate? That's crazy. Like, maybe if I was sucking dick in Jordans, maybe then. Maybe then. Okay, thank you for the clap for the callback. Thank you. Real shit. Oh no. I'm so glad high school's over. College, I don't even remember college. I was high the whole time I was high. I was high the whole time. I didn't date anybody on campus. I was fucking, first of all, I went to school in Queens, Jamaica, Queens. Yeah, I was fucking with all the niggas in Southside. I ain't fucking with no nigga who can read. I don't know. But, who went to St. Somebody else went to St. John's? Are they dumb? Your interns are they good interns? Yeah, okay. Nah, all right, so let's get into therapy. I was trying to get into that, and then I got back into my childhood. Therapy is very expensive. Very expensive. I cannot afford this shit at all. So first of all, finding a good therapist takes a long time. It takes even longer than finding a man, right? Because you really want to make sure the therapist is good. You know, the man, he can have some makeup for the fact that he's a piece of shit. But the therapist has to actually be good at her job, his or her job. It took me a while, because all right, so my first therapist I found on Groupon. I know, it was 20 sessions for $30. How could you pass that up? Right? I'm like, oh, well, this is good. This is good. But I got exactly what the fuck I paid for, bitch. I walked in there, I'm telling him my whole life story, all the shit I'm going through. He was like, Eva, go home, drink some ginger ale, take a nap. You'll be all right. That was his professional medical. You'll be all right. I'm like, word? Canada Dry House with daddy issues? I didn't know that. They should put that by the calories. Shit is wild. My second therapist was a white woman. Oh wow, it got so tense in here. Jesus Christ. Yeah, it was a white woman. I just don't tell white people my business. It's not something that I do. I don't tell white women my business. So it was very hard for me to talk to her. And she kept trying to reassure me. She's like, listen, you gotta let your guard down. You gotta let me in. You gotta tell me your name. I said, bitch, do I? Let's talk about boundaries first, shall we, bitch? That's right. My name, fuck out of here. Oh man, I didn't trust her mainly because she had dirty white sneakers. Have you seen these white women in the wild? They have these dirty white sneakers. White women love a dirty white sneakers. Am I lying? They love a dirty white sneakers. I don't understand what that's about. I told her, I said, ma'am, I can't tell you nothing. I said, your sneakers aren't blackface. How can I trust you? You and your racist ass Nikes, get the fuck up out of here. The fuck up out of here. Oh no. Then my third therapist, that's the one I was with for 3 years, y'all. That was my longest relationship. Yeah, that was my longest relationship. She was a really good therapist. Beautiful black woman, really helped me tremendously. And then she quit last February. I know. Broke my heart. And when I asked her, I'm like, why are you quitting? She was like, I just gotta find myself. I gotta figure out who I am and what I want. And I'm like, okay. I wish I knew it was a blind leading the blind this whole motherfucking time. I'm like, right? What is this? I don't know. It broke my heart when she quit though. But she told me to get an emotional support animal when she left. You guys know what that is? It's usually a cat or a dog that helps you, or if you're in Florida, it could be a alligator. I don't know. I don't know the rules. I just know that I have a dog. But what I found to be odd is usually when a therapist is moving on, they'll refer you to one of their colleagues within the practice. But she just sent me to the pound. Yeah, I'm like, you're not gonna tell me one of your colleagues? I don't know. So I got a Yorkie. Mad cute, I know. Mad cute, she's mad cute. That's my baby. That's my baby. When I was looking for dogs, I had put online, I'm like, hey, I'm looking for a dog. Anybody have a dog? I was trying to rescue some shit, you know what I mean? Like, anybody got a dog? Somebody hit me up like, yo, I got the Chihuahua. Got the Chihuahua for you, ma. Right, exactly. I'm like, absolutely the fuck not. A Chihuahua? Y'all know what a Chihuahua is? As your emotional support animal? That's a nightmare. There's gotta be like a 90% chance of suicide. With a Chihuahua help. You just wanna end the yapping, right? You just wanna end the fucking... Chihuahuas are the only Mexicans I don't fuck with. That's where I draw the line. That's where I draw the line. Oh, man, y'all. So I'm looking for new therapists. What else is going on with me? Oh, you know what? When I told my mom that I wanted to go into therapy, because my mother's an old school Jamaican, Christian, she didn't understand. She's like, why? Just talk to Jesus. Jesus, what help, y'all? I'm like, Ma, I'm going through some real shit. You feel me? I need some hands-on help, you know what I mean? I was like, no disrespect, but I don't think the main character from your favorite book will be of much help to me at all. Okay, y'all all came from Mount Calvary, heard you. No, because my thing is, I don't do religion. I have a very intimate relationship with God. Those two things are very separate. Very separate. No, for real. 'Cause I know a lot of religious people who think they better than people because they just follow a list of rules, but there's actually no God in their heart. You know what I'm saying? There's no light within them. They just judge people and talk shit and go to church every Sunday or Saturday and think they good. No, that's not what God is about. My biggest problem with religion is that people pick and choose what they want to fuck with. So like, that's what really fucks me up. So one of my closest friends, she's a lesbian. She's married to a woman. They have a beautiful, beautiful relationship, right? The other day we having lunch together, and we went to a Jamaican restaurant. And I'm Jamaican, so they asked me what I recommend. I'm like, oh, the jerk pork here? Mad good. Get that. She was like, Eva, I can't eat pork. The Bible says not to eat pork. I said, okay, I hear you. Did you not flip the page, bitch? Right. You read no pork and said the end. You just closed the book? Right, because there's some more shit you shouldn't be eating, you feel me? Right. Pussy's definitely top 5. I haven't read the Bible in quite some time. But I remember pussy being in there. I remember that part. That don't make no sense. Real shit. I can't fuck with it. I turn down gigs now. Like somebody try to, like I do like private shows sometimes. Like someone try to hire me for a bat mitzvah. Yeah. And I wanted to do it because the money was good. Yeah, the money was good. So I'm like, damn, I want to do this. I'm like, I'm not gonna take their money. Cause it's like I don't want to do nothing religious. Cause especially with a Jewish crowd, I just feel like that would be a really tough crowd. You know what I'm saying? I mean, these are the same niggas who saw Jesus turn water into wine, and they were unimpressed. What the fuck I'm gonna do? You know what I'm saying? Wait, I don't have a joke that can top water to wine. I'm very funny, but I can't beat that. You know what I'm saying? I really can't. That's a tough crowd if I've ever heard of one. I'm like, I don't want to go in there and bomb. Bombing in a synagogue sounds like a hate crime. Right. You get it. Thank you for the 3 people who got that. Thank you so much. And thank you for the rest of y'all for fake laughing. I love you guys. I love you. No, I love you. I love you. I love you. Because bombing is when you don't do well. It's fine. It's fine. It's fine. It's fine. It's fine. We'll talk after the show. We'll talk after the show. Oh, man, y'all. I don't do religion. My sister, she married a Muslim man and converted to Islam for him. She invited me down to her mosque once. She was like, Eva, I think there's some really nice young men that you could, like, you know, you hit it off with out over there. I'm like, shorty, have we met before? Like, there's nothing. I was so confused. I'm like, bitch, we've met. Like, you know me. There's nothing mosque appropriate about me. You know, I got some halal pussy, but that's about it. That's, you feel me? Like, that's it. I told her, I said, listen, you and I are sisters, but we live 2 complete different lives. I said, you read the Quran, I fuck niggas name Quran. Okay, it's quite different. I do not take dating advice from my family. I don't, at all. No disrespect, but I cannot. I just can't. My mother be trying to give me advice all the time, and she's so sweet. Oh, God bless her. But she used to fuck with my father. And she kept his baby, so just poor decisions all around. Am I listening to you? Are you insane? I was the baby she kept, but it's fine. Wait, real quick, side note, Ma, do you remember when my father's phone butt dialed us when he was on the way to the abortion clinic with his bitch? Do you remember that? All right, that really happened. Yeah, that's so crazy. I don't even have a joke for that. I'm gonna write one later, but I just wanted to talk about that because that was just like that. My childhood was really nuts. I'm like, and who keeps giving this nigga pussy? Like, why is he keep? I don't know. But yeah, so my cousin Andrew, I was telling y'all about earlier, he always got advice from me. Cause you know, the gay men can just never shut the fuck up. They can just never keep their opinion to themselves. That's one of their best qualities. My cousin Andrew, he was telling me the other day, he was like, Eva, I think the reason why you single is because you refuse to date bisexual men. Open up your heart, open up your mind. Right. Right. I told her, I said, I'd rather die alone. Let me explain. It's not homophobia, right? I just can't. I just imagine, like, if I'm dating a bisexual man, I just feel like he'll give me constructive criticism. You know what I'm saying? I'm giving him head. You know what I mean? He'll stop me. He'll be like, babe, let me show you what I usually do. Step to the side. Let me show you what a real nigga does when he gets to the balls. I'm just not that strong, y'all. I can't take that type of feedback. I just can't. Oh, man, my family's just nuts. Always trying to tell me what to do. Dating is... Wait, first of all, who's single in here? I'm not the only one. Okay, so me and 4 bitches. Heard you. Okay, gang. But how long y'all been single, though? Forever? What? I know, right? What's forever? Like, all right, more than 5 years? 29. Girl, bye. That's a while, but that's not really, you're not beating me. You're not beating me. Who could beat, wait, all right, what year are we in? No, because I've been single since I started comedy. Yeah, well, I've had little boyfriends here and there, but once they see me on the road with like D-Ray and shit like that, they get funny. They stop answering my calls. They think I'm fucking niggas on the road. And I'm like, that's because that's what you would do. You're projecting your penis activity onto me. Right. Exactly. So it's really hard as a female to date a man who's not in this industry because they just don't understand. And the niggas in this industry are weirdos. So it's like, I don't know what to do. I really just don't know what to do. Yeah, you can't win. You can't fucking win. So, and it's so crazy because it's like I meet strippers with boyfriends. I've met porn stars with fiancés. Who knew stand-up was when niggas drew the line? Who knew this was a whorish behavior they couldn't stand? I had no idea. When I signed up, I had no idea. Crazy. I don't know. I don't mind being single. People, I mean, obviously I want a partner, but it's not the end all be all for me either. You know what I'm saying? People be acting like it's so, I'm single. I'm like, there's women in relationships. I'm like, bitch, you should probably consider being single. Yeah, there's a lot of husbands out here. I'm like, bitch, I'd rather die alone than to be with your husband. A fact. Oh my God. I don't know. It's weird because I'm 33 and I'm at this age where it's like I can date a son or a father. I really could. And bitch, I love me an old man. Oh, right? I love me an old man. I love when he fall asleep everywhere. And then wakes up, he's startled when he wakes up. Oh. We gotta reassure him, you're not in Vietnam, you're safe. You're safe, you're not in Vietnam. Love me an old man. I feel like I get judged a lot when I go out. When I used to go out with my old sugar daddy, we got judged a lot. Cause men used to give him like the thumbs up, the salute. Okay, I see you pops out here with a baddie, heard you. Me? Bitches used to give me the looks of death. This one girl came to me, she's like, you should be ashamed of yourself. That's my grandfather. I said, bitch, mind your business, okay? Cause he goes by Pop, so. Mind your business, hating ass bitch. Real shit. But I feel like a lot of the judgment came from the fact that they assumed I was having sex with this old man for money, which is still my business. But it's like, you know what I'm saying? But they didn't know that I found a loophole. There's a reason why I go so old. Because older men have terrible memory. The worst. Every time my sugar daddy asked me for pussy, I'm like, no, remember we fucked twice today, remember? Back shots to everything, Pop. It was good, remember? It was good. And the thing with men, no matter how old they are, they never want to admit that they don't remember shit. So Papa used to play along. He's like, oh yeah, remember I tore that ass up. Tore that ass up. I'm like, yes, the fuck you did. But I don't discriminate. I take money from young men as well. Right? Because they be having coin too. Once upon a time, not once upon a time, recently, I was fucking with an NFL player. It was cute. It was real cute. I recently had to block him because he was annoying. But it's like, I know. But nigga said, "Go get that nigga out of here." Nah, but what had turned me off? Cause one day he had called me. He was like, "Eva, I can't keep giving you money." I'm like, wrong number. Who this? Now he was like, Eva, you gotta understand, I'm the first in my family to make it out the hood. I'm the first in my family to make it into the league, and they all depended on me. And I was like, okay, I hear you, and I respect that. But I had to tell him, I said, baby, you gotta understand something about me. I'm the first in my family to fuck an NFL player. Okay? And these niggas depended on me too, so what we doing, you know what I mean? We both out here making Black history. To say the least. All right. That was my time, you guys. That shit flew. I didn't didn't get to everything because I don't want to run because they have another show after this. Thank y'all so much. When they told me to do 45, because I was on the road with D-Ray for a year. Yes, thank you. And it's so crazy because he's in Atlantic City tonight. And he had called me and said, Eve, I want you to come to Atlantic City and open for me. I said, D-Ray, I'm headlining tonight. I can't. And he was so happy for me. So that's my guy. That's really my guy. So shout out to D-Ray. But yeah, until tonight, I've only done up to 30. So I was really nervous. I'm like, oh, to squeeze that extra 15 minutes out. Honestly, I was gonna just tell y'all thank y'all for coming for 15 minutes. Thank you. So I was like, okay, look at me with jokes and shit. With jokes and shit. Man, y'all don't understand how much. Thank you. Oh, I love y'all, man. Y'all must make a thug cry. Oh man, y'all. Thank y'all so much. I am from the bottom of my heart. This means y'all don't know what this fucking means to me, man. Like, girl. Thank you, mama. Thank you. Listen, if you're not already following me on the gram, follow me on the gram at Eva Evans Comedy. Thank y'all so much. And yeah, keep supporting live comedy and keep supporting black women in comedy. Thank y'all so much. Give it up for my host.
Y'all keep it going for Eva Evans.